It says we're live. Yay! Welcome class, everybody. Yay! It is time for boot camp. So my name is Leslie, and I am your boot camp instructor today. And what we're going to do over the next 30 minutes is an express boot camp class, sometimes also referred to as a HIIT type of class, high intensity interval training. And what we will do is 3 rounds of 6 exercises with about a minute break, up to a minute break in between the 3 rounds. We'll have a little warm up, we'll have a little cool down, and we'll all do this within 30 minutes. We end right at 1:30 because I respect your time. We are all busy and we don't have time to be late from this or that or the other. So anyway, what are you going to need for class today? Well, let me tell you, you will need water because it's super important to stay hydrated, my favorite thing here. You will also need comfortable clothing to work out in. You'll need appropriate footwear. You'll need a clear space. Let me angle this down a little bit so we can get a little bit more camera on the floor. You will need a few props today. Let me look at what we have here. Yeah, so if you happen to have hand weights, that's great. If you don't have hand weights, if you have maybe flat weights, like this, these are great to use too. And the last thing, if you don't have that, I'm pretty sure you might have a can of something. So even cans of food, small cans, big cans, even those we can use in class as some sort of weight for the exercises we're doing. And yes, I did neglect to mention I have a padded floor here, but if you don't have a padded floor, then you can use something like a mat or a towel to cover the space. So we're almost 2 minutes in. Before we start, I'm always going to invite you guys to come to class a little warm. So start your warm up before we have class. Also, once we conclude class, we never get to cool down the way I'd like to. So I'm going to ask you to stay in the space and continue to stretch out and cool down until you feel good. Having said that much, we are almost 2.5 minutes in. So let's get started. Our warm up today is going to be super, super simple. Jump rope. So take those arms. Bring the inside of your arm, glue them to your body, and let's warm up. We're going to jump rope for about a minute and 45 seconds. Ready, guys? All right. Timer has started, so grab those jump ropes. Start jumping rope. If you actually have a jump rope, that's even cooler. So grab your actual jump rope and jump rope, but you don't have to have a rope. So again, arms in. The reason I'm asking you to bring your arms into your body, I'm trying to isolate the shoulder joint so that most of the circling is done by your bicep and tricep. So again, bring those arms in, glue them to your body, and circle those arms, jump that rope. Good. We are 30 seconds in. Keep going. Hey, Gail, as far as what to do with your feet, you can make it interesting. So regular jump rope, tapping your toes, tapping your heels, high knees. You could even pretend like you're doing double dutch as long as you're jumping. Doesn't really matter. Just make it interesting and fun for yourself, all right? Keep going. We are less than a minute to go. Keep jumping, guys. Please make sure that your chin is high, chest lifted, abs engaged, shoulders back. All right. In terms of jumping, make sure you're landing through your feet. Don't land flat-footed. That's horrible. So please make sure you're rolling through your feet. Use that internal shock absorption system that is our feet and our ankles. So use those feet and ankles to absorb. I can't say absorb today. Absorb the impact of jumping. Keep going, guys. Speed it up just a little bit. Last 15 seconds. We want to just push and go a little quicker. Good. Keep jumping, guys. Keep jumping. 7 seconds left to go. Keep jumping, keep jumping, keep jumping. The alarm's about to go off. Almost there, almost there. Come on, come on, come on. Good. All right, so today is going to be a little mishmash of all kinds of interesting things. So the first exercise is going to be a push-up. Right off the bat, you can either do standard push-up on the floor, modified on your knees. If the floor is too difficult, the next step up is to grab a chair or a bench. Bench just has one level. Chair. This is the next level here. The next level up. This is slightly easier. And then The full modification is against the wall. Making sure that your hands are under your shoulders. You choose your push-up position, and let's go. So push-up, super, super important on this. Make sure your hands, your elbows aren't winging out. Make sure that your elbows are about at a 45-degree angle. Hands underneath your shoulders. Please, guys, make sure you fully extend your arms. Fully retract those shoulder blades, all right? It's super important. You're going to see a lot of people in the gym, and they're just like, they're just pumping out 50, 100 bazillion push-ups. But their form is awful. They're not getting as much as you're going to get out of maybe doing 5 or 10. Really clean, correct form, fully extended push-ups, all right? So please, guys, make sure. Fully extending the arm. Good. All right. Next one up is going to be a compound movement where we're going to do a lunge and a lateral raise with our arms. These are where the weights come in. You can do this with no weights, all right? So what you're going to do is you're going to do a lunge forward. And as you're lunging forward, you're going to lift those arms. Make sure you don't swing them. Shoulder height, not up here, guys. This is ruining your rotator cuff. Shoulder height is as high as you go. So you're coming forward for a full lunge and then back, switching and back. I know I'm not doing a full lunge. I've got a hip flexor injury. You know what to do. Full lunge, let me demonstrate to the side. You want to make sure that you're coming all the way down and then back. Not so good on this side. Sorry, guys. Full lunge. Ready, guys? Go. So again, you can do this with no weight. You want to make sure that you are stepping all the way forward, full lunge, bring it back. Other side, this is my bad side. And then again, all the way forward and back. You can do this with or without weights. 15 seconds in. Good, guys. If you're doing it with weights, please don't give yourself 50-pound weights. That's insane. Just a couple of pounds. Bring it forward and back. Make sure you're engaging your core, sucking that belly button in, chest lifted, shoulders back, using our shoulders for the lifting. All right? Good work. All right. The next exercise is actually a mobility exercise. It's not a strengthening exercise, but it's super important. So you're going to take a wide stance. I'm going to do this one, demonstrate this with you as we're doing it. You ready, guys? Let's go. So we're just going to go from side to side, just like this. All right. Now we're going to have one arm stretching out to the side. And now we're going to start twisting. Start twisting. You're going to twist a little bit more and hold it. Other side. Twist and hold it. You want to turn that arm. Good, guys. Keep going. Twist and hold. I'm looking. There you go. Twist. Good. This is an excellent mobility so that you can keep flexion in your spine. You can twist around your torso. All right, let's see here. This one is just for upper body. For your arms, grab those weights. If you don't have weights, you can still do this without weights. And you're simply going to lift to the side, bring it down, lift to the front. The most important part about this, guys, is your arms are shoulder height. All right? It's not up here. Shoulder height. Keep those abs engaged. You can do this with no weight at all. In fact, I actually prefer this initially with no weight because I want you to feel your shoulders, your chest and back, your shoulders and back, your chest and back. All right, so you really want to feel these shoulders, these deltoids. When you're lifting in the back, depending on how you're doing this, you're either going to feel this through. You're either going to feel it through your pectorals or through your back, through your lats. So this is a great exercise with no weights to kind of get that mind-muscle connection going, all right? Good work, guys. Next up, abs. All right. So I want to wake your abs up, so we're going to do our static hold. Good question, Gil, and I'll answer that in just a second here. Let's get the abs done, and then I can answer that while we're doing the next exercises. So we're going to do that famous sea hold tabletop, has a billion different names. You are on your back, and thank you for the question, Gil. Questions are great. Remember this one, guys? Pushing against the knees and against the hands, and go. So it doesn't take a whole lot of pressing in either direction to get the tension in the core. Lift the shoulders and the head off the ground. If it gets too much, relax it for a second and then come back into it. What you may find is a little feels a little herky-jerky, and that is just fine. Good. Hold this. Make sure that you're not pushing too much. If you're pushing too hard one direction or the other, the tension is all in your neck. I don't want that for you guys, all right? So just a little bit of pushing against the knees and against the hands. And that creates just this wonderful, delicious tension in your core, wakes up your abs. All right, the last exercise that we're doing, guys, is calf raises. Stand against something for balance. Let's do it neutral first. Feet straight in front of you, and you're going to just come up on your toes. Watch my feet, guys. Do not do this. See how I'm rolling onto the outside of my feet? No, no, no. So you're going to come up, and you're going to come up as if you're trying to balance right in between your big toe and your second toe, right there. All right? Let's go. So this is your own timing, not mine. And you're going to come up and come down. Come up and come down. And make sure that you're over that big toe. It's so easy to roll onto the outside of the feet. You don't want that. Roll here. Keep going. So Gil's question had to do with that lunge. Keep doing those calf raises. So does your knee touch the ground? Not necessarily. Let me demonstrate with my stronger leg here. So when you're doing that front lunge, your knee is going to come close to the ground. It might touch it, but it's not touching and then releasing everything. Good job, guys. We're taking 1 minute, so please get some water while I answer this question. So Gil, again, when you're taking that lunge forward, you may come down close to the ground, or your knee might actually touch the ground, but it's touching and coming up if it does touch. It's not touching and parking, all right? I hope that answers your question. We've got about 20 more seconds of this break. Gil, if you can type in the chat and let me know if that answered your question or if you have any other further clarifications, that'd be awesome. All right, 5 seconds to go, guys. Starting round 2. First exercise, push-up. Choose your push-up. Okay, good. Cool. Glad, Gil. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push-ups. Again, don't let your elbows flare out. Keep those elbows at about a 45-degree angle. Fully extend those arms. And then as you come down, fully contract and slide those shoulder blades together. Super, super important. Come all the way down and then come all the way up. If you want to make this a little more challenging, you can bring your elbows closer to your body. That involves more of the tricep, or another tricep variation is called diamond push-ups, where you put your hands in a diamond position right here in front of your chest and do your push-ups that way. All right, good work, guys. Almost done with push-ups. Good. Next one coming up. Next one coming up is that lunge that we were just talking about. So you can do it with or without weights, your choice. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So with this lateral lunge, again, guys, you can come. Your knee does not have to touch the floor. If it does, though, it's touch and up. It's not touch and park. Make sure you're alternating legs. That was a really good question, Gil. Thank you for asking. Good. Keep going. Make sure as you're doing this that you're keeping nice and steady. That chest is lifted, which means your torso is open. So your abs need to get involved now. That's why I always ask you guys to lift that chest, because most of us, bad posture, compressing the abs, compressing the diaphragm, compressing the torso. When you stand up straight, you open all of that up, and it forces you to have to engage those abs. Good work, guys. All right, next up, oh, I love this exercise, our mobility exercise. All right, the timer is going. So you're simply going to the side, in your own time. And after a few of these, you're going to start twisting your torso. Keep going. And the more of these you do, the more you twist your torso. Good. Keep going, guys. 15 seconds. I love this mobility exercise. I find it really just relaxing. And the great thing about that exercise, it's not stressful, it's not strenuous, and it's really great at making sure that you keep the ability to rotate along your axis, which is your spine. As we get older, we get really stiff and we don't rotate as much. So things that were super, super easy to do maybe in our teens or 20s or 30s, as you get older, you can't figure out why you can't do them. It's because we're not rotating around our axis. So that's a mobility exercise. That one's a great one that you can do every day to make sure that you keep that range of motion and being able to twist around your core. All right. What do we have here? The arms. Grab your weights or no weights. And we're going to move to the side and to the front. Good. Make sure, guys, that you don't cheat this. A lot of times people will want to kind of do this kind of scooping thing here where they don't bring it all the way down. Bring it all the way down. Good. Keep going, and you really want to try and focus and feel your deltoids working, your pectorals working, and your back and lats, okay? So this is all shoulders, chest, and back. Good. Keep going. Keep going. I really love this one, how you can really feel those pectorals. Good work, guys. Next up, abs. We're going to do that ab work on the floor. Hands on knees. Timer's going. Hands into the knees into the hands. Shoulders lifted up off the ground. No shoulders down, guys. Shoulders are lifted up. Make sure you are breathing. Good. Keep going, guys. Keep that tension. Remember, if you need to release it, go ahead, come back up into it as soon as you can. I forgot to mention, too, suck that belly button in. Pull that belly button down into your spine before you start the exercise, all right? Good work. This is not an exercise that you want to do where you are literally sticking your stomach out. You don't want to do this where you're sticking your stomach out. You want to do this where everything is pulled in. Good work. Calf raises. We're going to do our calf raises now with our feet turned out. All right. Feet are turned out. come up, come up. I'm going to give you a little cheat. It's not really a cheat. It's more work, actually. Remember I said do not roll on the outside of your feet. You want to come up on your big toe. You may not be able to come up very high, and that's fine. This exercise can be made a little easier if you engage your inner thighs, and when you come up, you think about pulling your legs together from the inner thighs. Pulling your legs together. Good. Coming up. Good. Last 10 seconds. Nice work, guys. Coming up. Coming up. And time. Good. That's actually, take your water break. There it is. We're going to take our water break for 45 seconds. This exercise with your feet turned out, coming up on your toes, making sure that you're balanced over your big toe, engaging your inner thighs, that's actually a ballet exercise, which is one of the reasons why ballet dancers are so incredibly strong, and they have such great muscle lines. Their muscles are very long. They're not short and kind of compacted. Very long, lean, very flexible muscles. All right, we are 15 more seconds, guys. We're going to go into round 3. You ready? First one up is a push-up, so grab whatever apparatus you need. Position yourself correctly. Ready? And go. Push-ups. We've talked about our hand positioning. We've talked about making sure that you're going through a full range of motion. The last thing I'm going to mention, because I haven't mentioned it today, I'm going to talk about posterior chain. Push through your heels of your feet and or the heels of your hands. Why? Because obviously when we're doing a push-up, we're working the front, the anterior, but we can make this a full body exercise if we engage the posterior chain by pushing through the heels of your feet. That's going to engage your calves, your hammies, your glutes. Pushing through the heels of your hands will involve the backs. Okay? Good work, guys. All right, bring it up, lateral lunge. Grab your weights or no weights. All right, are you ready? Let's do this. So again, we're taking a lunge to the front and bringing it down. Switch, lunge to the front and bringing it down. You have to make sure you are lifting this upper body, all right? Shoulders are down. You're not doing it like this, guys. Shoulders are down. Good. As you're lifting up, you really want to feel, of course, you're going to feel it in your shoulders, but make your lats come to this party, all right? Really feel those lats engaged. Good work. 10 seconds. You guys are working hard today. I'm loving this. I'm really, really proud of your effort. Good work, guys. Keep going. Almost there. Just a few more seconds. And good. So we're going to go on to our mobility exercise. I like doing this right after this. Ready, guys? Let's do this. In your own time. First couple of movements. No rotation of your core. After you feel a little warmed up, you can twist. And guys, this is an exercise where you're not going fast. You're taking your time and really leaning in, feeling that stretch and rotation. Feeling that stretch and rotation. Good. Let's keep going. Other side. Good work. All right, guys, we are in the home stretch. This is just for your upper body, your arms, lateral front raises. You ready? Here we go. Knees are going to be slightly bent on this, guys, all right? Don't lock your knees on this. Knees slightly bent. To the front, to the side, Take your time. Really feel each muscle group. Good. Take your time. Remember, to the front, shoulder high. To the side, shoulder high. I don't want to see this, guys. If you raise your arms above your shoulder height, you're starting to damage your rotator cuff. You don't want any of that. So again, shoulder height. Good work. On the floor, abs. You ready, guys? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Lifting those shoulders, hands, knees, creating that tension in your core. Good. Keep going, guys. That's it. Remember, if it's too much, release it for a few seconds and come back into it. Keep going, guys, while I type in the chat here. All right, make sure, guys, 10 seconds. Shoulders are lifted. Don't let your shoulders touch your ears. Shoulders down. Shoulders are just off the ground, not lifted like this. Good work. All right, last exercise, calf raises. We're going to do these with our toes pointed in now, all right? So turn those toes in. And again, you're going to come up on your toes, but you're not going to roll on the outside of your feet. You're going to still, again, balance on that big toe. Let's go. All right, balanced on that big toe. So the reason that we do this exercise, neutral, turned out, and turned in, so we can get all the different muscles in your calf there, all right? If we just did them forward in the neutral, we'd be missing out on the outside and the inside of our calf muscles. So we do it from all different angles so that the full calf muscle, the whole muscle complex gets worked. Last 10 seconds, and then we're done. Great work today, you guys. Just a few more. And time. All right, we're wasting no time. We're going straight into the calf stretch. You can choose which one. Toe against a wall, bringing those hips forward, and you're going to feel the stretch in the calf. Or if you have a step, stepping on your step and dropping that heel. You choose the one that works best for you. Personally, for me, it's up against the wall like this. I get a deeper stretch in my calf. All right? For you, it may be dropping your heel off the step. Try them both. Switch legs. See which stretch gets a deeper stretch for you, and that's the one that you want to use. Once again, we do not have enough time to do a proper cool down, but I would like a full cool down. So we're going to start your cool down, but you're going to finish it in your space. All right? So let's stretch out that inner thigh. This is a stretch for that inner thigh. Shift it over to the other side. And you can take this as narrow or as wide as you need to get that stretch in the inner thigh. All right, bring it in. Walk those feet in. Take one arm, pull. Let's stretch that side out. Oh, that feels so good. Other side. Take that arm, gently pull that arm, lean that hip, stretch out your side. Good work, guys. All right, from here, this is going to be weird. Remember when kids do this? I want you to do this little stretch, but I want you to make sure that your hands are smacking you right above your kidneys in your back. There you go. Good. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Palms up. Thumbs up. Open up that chest. We have about a little under 30 seconds. Thumbs down. Push back. When your thumbs are back, you're stretching out your shoulders. When your thumbs are up, you're stretching out your pectorals. Good work, guys. Take a deep breath in. Exhale it out. One more time. Take a deep breath in. Exhale it out. Good job, you guys. Great work. And I hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you at the next class. Toodles.